Hi, good morning everyone. I'm JP Thong and I'm now at Kechara Forest Retreat, Malaysia. And thank you for joining me for today's day 66 of Mindful Morning Meditation. I hope everyone had a good rest today. And again, as we're waiting for everyone to tune in, let's do a little bit of stretching. So let's stretch our arms. Breathe in and out slowly as we stretch. Okay, and the other arm. It's good to do a little bit of stretching, especially if you've just woken up, so that you can release the tension in your muscles. Okay, and stretch your back. Yep, I just heard my back crack a little bit. Just relax and stretch the back. And the other way. Okay, and stretch your neck. As you're stretching, relax and breathe in and out slowly. Because as we're meditating, if your muscles are tense, you may get a bit of cramps in the midst of meditation. Okay, I think that's good. Let's see who has tuned in this morning. Morning, Korean, Yiman, Jillian, Cindy, Zinkoy, Cocklen. Hi, Andrew. Thank you very much for tuning in. So for those of you who have who attended yesterday's pet day, hope you had a good time with your pet, because I had a wonderful time welcoming all the dogs and the cats, and they were so happy to be walking around in nature and also circumambulating our holy sites, the stupa and the Buddha statues, and all of them got a blessing, received a blessing from our pastor. So it was really, really nice, and I look forward to the next Pets Day. Yeah? Okay, so hi, morning, Pastor Honey. Okay, so again, please get ready. We will do the 9-round breathing meditation. If you're sitting on the ground, on the floor, please sit on the cushion. If you're on a seat or a sofa, then please sit at the edge of your seat. All right, so here we go. Left hand out, thumb down, wrap your thumb, put your left fist under your right armpit, right hand on your left nostril, and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe out all the way. Breathe in the white healing light. And breathe out the dark smoke. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Change hands. Right palm out, thumb down, wrap your thumb, put your right fist under your left armpit, left hand on your right nostril, and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Both hands on your thighs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Great, and we are done. Hi, Pastor Honey. Hi, Emily. Dr. Hank. Hi, Christina. Hope you're enjoying yourself in Langkawi. Hi, Dr. May. Good morning. So if you've just tuned in, we just did the 9-round breathing meditation. And we'll get ready for the 30 minutes sound bathing meditation. I think today will be the last day of the 30-minute sound bathing meditation. Next week, we will increase it to 35 minutes. Okay, I hope we can progress to 45 minutes. Okay, and then after that, I would like to go back to our breathing meditation because it's been a long time that we've been focusing on our breath, and I'd like to do that after we've reached the 45-minute mark, and then we will just meditate for 45 minutes. So that's pretty advanced already, and I congratulate all of you to have actually come this far with me. All right, so again, baby steps and consistency works, and it will have a tremendous impact in your new lifestyle. All right, so I look forward to doing all of that with all of you. All right, so here we go. So if everyone is ready, hi, morning, Jerry. So if you've just tuned in, we've just finished the 9 rounds breathing meditation, but as I'm talking, you can actually take deep breaths in and out, slowly to ground yourself, okay? And if you are a bit tense, and if you feel that you may have a bit of cramps, do a little bit of stretching. That will help. And of course, during the course of the meditation, if you're getting any cramps, just adjust yourself. That's why, remember, I said that you need to rock forwards and backwards so that you don't lean too much to the front, because when we do that, you get a bit of a cramp on your legs. And if you lean too much to the back, you may get a little bit of lower back ache. So you can always adjust yourself during the meditation. Okay, so here we go. So get ready. Please sit at the edge of your cushion or the chair or sofa. Okay, sit up straight, rock forward and backwards so that you find the center, and tilt your chin down a little bit. Okay, so that your spine is straight up, and relax your shoulders always. Just feel very relaxed. And continue to breathe in and out slowly so that you'll be, every time you breathe in and out, you'll be more and more relaxed and more calm. Okay, and we shall start now. So 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in the white healing light. And breathe out all the negativities and visualize them as dark smoke. Breathe it all out. If you cannot visualize, just know that it is dark smoke that you're breathing out. Every time you breathe in, know that the white healing light is filling your entire body with the oxygen, love, kindness, and compassion. And when you breathe out all the way. The dark smoke represents your anxiety, your stress, your boredom, your fears, your insecurities, your guilt, your aches and pains, and your illnesses. Breathe it all out in the form of dark smoke. You feel more relaxed and more calm and more grounded. And I shall hit the singing bowl. Focus on the sound. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions, watch your aches and pains. Bring your focus back to the sound. Focus on the sound and allow the vibrations of the sound to enter your heart chakra, vibrating throughout your body. Know that the vibrations are vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion. Allow it to permeate throughout your body. And allow the vibrations to vibrate every single cell in your body. Allow the vibrations to travel all the way down to your toes and all the way to your fingertips. Top of your head. Your entire body is tingling in the vibration of love, kindness, and compassion. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions. Bring your focus back to the sound. You're very relaxed and you're very calm. Your entire body is vibrating with love, kindness, and compassion. Every time you breathe out, visualize dark smoke representing all your fears, anger, stress, anxiety, insecurities, your aches and pains. Your guilt, your boredom, your restlessness, your illnesses. Breathe them all out. Let them all go and allow the healing vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion enter your heart chakra, filling every corner of your body. Let go of your fears. Let go of your insecurities. Let go of your anger. Let go of your regret. Let go of your sadness. Let them all go. Only love, kindness, and compassion resides in you. Allow the vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion permeate throughout your body, and from your body, extend the vibration towards your room. Allow the vibrations to vibrate and permeate to all fixtures and furniture in your room. Filling your entire room with your love, kindness, and compassion. You notice every piece of furniture in your room as you extend your vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion. You also notice every fixture in your room. You notice every fabric in your room. Your entire room is now vibrating in your love, kindness, and compassion. As the room is vibrating with your love, kindness, and compassion, you notice every detail of your furniture, every detail of your fixtures, every fabric. You notice how it feels to the touch, the different materials, and how it feels to the touch. Now that your room is vibrating from your love, kindness, and compassion, extend the vibrations to the rest of your home. Notice the vibrations of your love, kindness, and compassion fill every room in your home. And your vibrations enter the heart chakras of the people whom you live with in your home and to your pets. You extend your love, kindness, and compassion towards the people and your pets that are in your home. You embrace them with your unconditional love, kindness, and compassion. You accept them for who they are, all the differences. You forgive them. And you accept them unconditionally. You embrace the people and your pets in your home with your love, kindness, and compassion. Without fears, without insecurities, you cherish the moments they're with you. Without judgment, without attachment. Because you know that one day you will be apart. You cherish every moment you have with them. And because of your love, kindness, and compassion, they are better off because of you. They get to live their fullest potential because of you. Because of you, they live their fullest potential. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions, focus on the sound. 3, 2, 1. And we're done. Great. So let me know how that was for you. Let me know your experience of today's meditation. I've walked you through a few things that are new, so I would like to hear how you felt. Okay, so as you are writing, I will share with you what I wrote in my gratitude journal. So yesterday I wrote that I'm grateful to have met many visitors who brought their dogs and cats during Pets Day at Kechara Forest Retreat. Number 2, I'm grateful to have met some bloggers and shared with them on what I teach during our morning meditation. And number 3, I'm grateful for painkillers to relieve my headache. Because yesterday I had a headache at the end of the night, and I'm so grateful I have my painkillers. So there you go. Okay, so let's see what you've written. And as you're writing, I would like to thank today's sponsor. Today's sponsors are Yiman, dedication. May all sentient beings, everyone who I care about, find lasting happiness and awaken their innate, everlasting, compassionate nature and wisdom. The second sponsor is Korean Tan for Tan Wubi, dedication. May all be well and free from suffering. So thank you very much for the sponsors today. And if you would like to sponsor our online programs, you can find a link at the end of the program. You see a link on Facebook. And these sponsorships are very helpful because it will help us cover some of our costs for having these online programs. So thank you very much for sponsoring. Okay, let's see what you've written. Hi, Cindy. Today felt better, settling calm towards the end. Oh, that's good, Cindy. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, Manting. Good morning. And Francis, hi. Hi, Hannah. Thank you very much for tuning in. So do we have any sharing today? I guess you're busy typing. So as you're typing, I will read out again from this book, the wisdom quotes from 108 Ways to Grab My Apples. Okay, and these are wisdom quotes from my teacher, His Eminence the 25th, Tam Rinpoche. Hi, Kanun Tiao. Good morning. Thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, so as you're writing, I will read out this wisdom quote. Okay, it says here, limitations set by yourself are just excuses to cover selfishness and laziness. Okay, I'll repeat. Limitations set by yourself are just excuses to cover selfishness and laziness. Well, this is a very powerful wisdom quote because a lot of times we may not even realize it, and we always like to set limits for ourselves. We can say, oh, either we're too young to do this, or we're too old to do this, or I'm too tired to do this. I didn't have a good enough education. Whatever reasons we give ourselves to limit ourselves, hence becoming stumbling blocks to whatever it is that we want to achieve for ourselves. So these are limitations that we make ourselves believe in, and hence we are sometimes stagnant in our life. Okay, I mean, there's so many reasons that we always tell ourselves, oh, I know I'm a guy, I can't do this, and I'm a girl, I can't do this. I'm this race, I can't do this. I'm not good looking enough, that's why I can't do this. Whatever it is that we tell ourselves, realize that these are just, we make these self-limiting ideas to stop ourselves from doing whatever it is that we would like to do. So with these self-limiting beliefs that we conjure up ourselves, notice them and notice that they are not real. They're not real. Because once we embrace that they are not real, that's where we start to liberate ourselves from these obstacles. These are self-created obstacles. And just focus on the intention. Whatever your intentions may be that you have set yourself for the day or for the year or for the month or even for the week. When we focus on the intentions and not on our fears. See, all these self-limiting beliefs are just fears. Fears, and as Rinpoche says, it's to cover selfishness and laziness. Selfishness, in this context, it would be, because I want to protect myself. And you focus on your fears. And there's a speck of laziness in there. Because why? Because it's too much work, too much effort to overcome whatever lack of that we think we have. So we're just not willing to put in the amount of effort to overcome them. Yeah? So, again, all these belief systems are just excuses to cover ourselves. I mean, when we think deeper, it's very, very true. Very, very true. At the end of the day, we just do not want to try harder and consistently. The key here is consistently. Some people say, but JP, I've given my best. It doesn't work, so I just move on. But if it's something that you really want to achieve in life, and that is what's going to make you happy, then consistency is the key. Again, just like how we started with our meditation. Remember on day one, or the first week of our meditation, how it was such a struggle for many of us who just want, where we just did a 5-minute meditation, and now we're already on 30 minutes. So the consistency, the effort, the consistent effort that we put in will help us overcome all these self-limiting beliefs that we made up ourselves. All right, so definitely this is very, very empowering. And when we meditate more on all the things that we tell ourselves and we actually believe in it, that we are not good enough, we don't have enough whatever skills, or we're too old, whatever it is, think about it. Those are not real. Yes, we can be old. Yes, we can be young, but that should never be a stumbling block for whatever it is that we want to achieve. Okay, so before I continue, there are a few sharing which I'd like to read out. Excuse me. Yiman says, past few sessions have been quite calm and non-emotional. Yesterday and today's session triggered some emotions because of the recollection of certain experiences and realization that occurred during the week. When JP mentioned that one day we will be apart from the people who are with us, and to cherish our moments with them, this also triggers some emotions. Well, definitely, Yiman, because throughout our lives, we've been very attached to people whom we love. Definitely. Very, very attached. And when we are very, very attached to them, because we do not want to lose them, because we would like to hold on to these people who give us happiness, who have showed us a lot of care. So that's why we tend to be attached to them. When we meditate and realize that one day we will be apart, one day, for whatever reasons, because that's the law of nature. There's nothing that we can do. That's a law of nature. Be it the person passes away, be it the person physically leaves you for whatever reasons, they are bound to happen. It's just a matter of time. That's a law of nature. So it can be your pet or human beings, whatever. Even your home, even the home that you are so attached to because, you put in a lot of care and a lot of attention to it and you really love your home, for example. Just know that one day you will need to leave. And that's a law of nature. So there's something that no matter how much you want to hold on to, there's nothing much you can do. That's beyond our control. So cherish every moment and make sure that, with your, just make sure and try your best that because of your love, kindness, and compassion, they are better off. They're better off and they would be able to live their fullest potential. I think that's very important. A lot of times when we love someone and we are so focused on, the fear of losing that person or the pet or even the environment that you're in, we're so attached that when the day comes where we have to be apart, we crumble emotionally. We crumble emotionally because why? We have not fully embraced the law of nature, and that is that everything is impermanent. Everything is impermanent. We have a tendency to always hold on to things and not let go. You see, that is against the law of nature, and that is why a lot of times we suffer emotionally. We suffer emotionally because we always want to hold on to things, thinking that they will be with us permanently, and that is one of the greatest suffering of humanity. Greatest. So when we meditate on this fact that everything is impermanent, it will push us to cherish every moment that we have with these people, with your pet, even in the environment. Cherish it. Cherish it, and you will make sure that the day that you are apart, the person is much better off because of you. Okay? You have to be careful because when we are emotionally attached to especially people and even our pets, we will spoil them rotten. And when you protect them and you're always there for them. But you see, there's a danger to that. Because when you do that, when you're no longer with them, they feel handicapped, they're lost, they're worse off because they no longer have you around to protect them and to do whatever it is that you do for them. So they become handicapped because of you, because of your love. So be careful, yeah? Always be careful. We always tend to be carried away by spoiling people whom we love. And it doesn't help. It doesn't help the people or your pet. It doesn't help them. You actually leave them worse off because of your love, kindness, and compassion. So be very, very careful. All right? So I've had a few sessions about love. So if you like a refresher, just watch the video on love, and I share with you ways of loving someone the way they should be loved, so that because of your love, they are actually better off. They become independent. They know how to fend for themselves, and they have the right set of morals and principles in life. They have the right set of skills to be able to defend themselves when you are no longer around. That's very important. That is true love. That's true love. And that's what my teacher used to do for us. He would tell us nicely, and if we're stubborn, he will tell us off, just like a parent. Why? Because whatever habits that we have that do not serve us, he would try his best to get rid of them, make us realize how it doesn't serve us, how certain habits of ours do not serve us, and actually get rid of them and adopt new habits that would actually serve us. And that's what my teacher has been doing for many, many years. So now that Rinpoche is no longer around, then in hindsight, of course, all the scoldings, because we were so stubborn, we do not want to let go of our bad habits. And now that my teacher is no longer around, I'm glad that Rinpoche went all out to tell us what truly matters. And that resonates in my mind every day. So it helped us, right? So yes, I am better off because of my teacher's unconditional love. All right, so I hope that helps, Iman. So yeah, so of course you will be a bit of it will trigger some emotion for you because of your attachment to them. Attachment to them. You can still love somebody without being attached. And that is a healthier way to love someone. All right? Kok Luen, moving along. Notice intensity of the sound is lesser. Somehow this morning felt lesser of energy flowing from the sound bathing. Gratitude, able to participate in yesterday's Spiritual Saturday, able to help out yesterday in relic stupa items, and public able to bring their pets to Kechara for past blessings and to circumambulate Buddha statues. That's wonderful, Kok Luen. And I'm glad to meet you yesterday. Dr. Hang, grateful to be able to volunteer in KSA for the past whole week. After work, grateful to help during the first Pets Out Day at KFR, and grateful to welcome Rinpoche's indoor stupa today together with Kecharians. Felt great and back to normal in the sound bathing, in the sound meditation session as I missed a few days recently. Well, if you missed it, Dr. Hen, you can always replay the videos when you are free. All right, but thank you very much for always tuning in. Yiman has a few questions. Before that, just let me read out Corinne's sharing. I felt peaceful and calm, grateful to be able to join the Spiritual Saturdays activities and join other volunteers in preparing Rinpoche's indoor stupa. That's great, Corinne. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay, and Yiman has a few questions on Rinpoche's wisdom quotes. You said that being in comfort zone creates mental suffering. Do you think that this is only applicable to certain people? This is because there seems to be some people who is happy and comfortable in their comfort zone. To them, those who are not happy with their current zone are overthinking and not content with what they have. Okay, so to answer this question, I said that being in comfort zones create mental suffering. Yes, because when the comfort zone is challenged, okay, when a comfort zone is challenged, it can be because you are no longer physically able to do what you do in your comfort zone. And your comfort zone can be hanging out with a certain person, being in a certain place, doing certain things. Whatever your comfort zones may be, once that comfort zone is challenged, taken away, something changes in your comfort zone, that's where you will have an emotional breakdown. And that creates mental suffering. All right? So that's where the danger is. So when we are so fixated with a certain way of doing things, and we do not train ourselves to have a very flexible mind, a very malleable mind, whereby you can always do this. That's why having an intention in your life is very, very important. Because when we have a clear intention within our life, when we are not focused on a certain routine or a certain way of doing things, because of our focus on our intention, we will just keep trying. It can take you 1,000 or 1,000,000 ways to do certain things that you've never done before, and you know what? You will just try until you get to your intention. You get to realizing your intention, whatever they may be. So the chance of you not being stuck in a comfort zone will be much, much higher. Okay, and that's why when we have a clear intention, our mind will tend to be less fixated and more flexible in the way we do things. And that is very important if you want to have a healthy mental health. Okay, so yes, so some people are very happy in their current zone. Of course, because why? You're just sitting there on a say, or you're just doing whatever that it is that you do all the time. And if nothing disturbs that routine, everything is fine. Everything is fine. There are certain people who are not okay with their current zone. Because why? Because deep down they know that they are in denial. Deep down they know that there's something else that they want that they should be doing, but they're not. Because of whatever reasons that they tell themselves, and they know that they can do something about it, but they choose not to for whatever reasons. And that eats into them. That eats into them as they age. That eats into them. And that's why they're not happy with it. Okay, I hope that explains question 1. Question 2, you mentioned that there are many facets of reality. Is this the same with the different perspectives that people have, or it refers to something else? I'll repeat. You mentioned that there are many facets of reality. Is this the same with the different perspectives that people have, or it refers to something else? It's the same with everything. Okay, like I'm holding my tablet right now. I can see my screen. You cannot. You just see the back. So it can be, and it's the same reality, but a different interpretation because of how you are viewing it, how you are perceiving it. But it's the same reality. And it's the same thing with life. So you may have observed something happen. Your colleagues or your members or your family members would have observed the same situation, whatever it is. But what you perceive and what other people perceive will be different. Definitely, because we have different mindsets. We look at things from different angles. We have we choose to react differently, although we may perceive the same things. So definitely, we all have different interpretations of whatever it is that we perceive. Okay, so it applies to everyone. Number 3, you also said that we should truly embrace each other's differences and not to pretend to have accepted the differences. How do we know if one has truly embraced the differences in others? Well, this you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, just like a doctor. You see, what I like to do is I always pretend that I'm a psychiatrist. All right, I'm a psychiatrist, and not that I know everything. All right, I'm not saying I'm a qualified psychiatrist. I just pretend that everybody whom I meet and I notice certain things about them. So instead of judging them and say, oh, you're just full of yourself. You're such an angersome person. Oh, you have a hidden agenda. You're not sincere. This and that, and then I push them away, and because of that, I treat them differently. Negatively. Because why? Because I just want to protect myself from being disappointed and being hurt. So I have conscientiously stopped myself from doing that, and because I pretend to be a psychiatrist, I look at them and I go, okay, so I understand your psychology better, I understand your fears better, I understand your insecurities better, I kind of understand where your anger is coming from, and your superficiality, whatever it is that I pick up, even your niceness. Oh, you're overtly nice to me. Is there something that you want from me? All these things that we tend to think, right? So, but I just look and I observe just like how a doctor would, and I would understand how that is. And through time, when you get to know the person better, and I noticed one thing, regardless of my fears and insecurities, because my intention is always to to leave the person better off. I mean, I try my best. So whether or not the person is really better off, but my intention is that. So I try my best, and I hone my skills, and I notice that when I'm consistent in always leaving the person better off, I realize that no matter how hard upfront the person may be in the beginning, because the person wants to protect themselves as well, the person will actually let go of the guard and open up. So I get to see that facet of the mind. But you see, but it must come from me first. So again, as I always say, if we want love, acceptance, kindness from other people, we have to give that out first. Unconditionally. Give it out first. Of course, if you know the person is taking advantage of you and wanting to harm you, then of course we back off. We back off. Why? Because we do not want to encourage the person to continue with their negative intentions. That doesn't help them. So sometimes being compassionate can also mean no, telling them no, stop what you're doing, because your negative intentions on others are not going to serve you ultimately. Not going to serve you ultimately. So being kind and compassionate will sometimes mean saying no to a person and telling the person that their ways are wrong. That's being compassionate. Being compassionate and kind doesn't mean that you got to be Miss Congeniality or Mr. Congeniality, It doesn't mean that you want everyone to love you and accept you. Because why? Because some people do have negative intentions, and we have to be careful. We have to be careful. That's what my teacher always says. Being kind and compassionate doesn't mean you be stupid. Sorry for the lack of a better word. Okay? Because why? That's not being compassionate. Being compassionate doesn't mean you got to be that everyone have to love you. No. Because when you try to stop someone from their negative intentions, they are not going to like you. Because you are stopping their hidden agenda. You're stopping. So they're not going to like you. But you know what? Out of compassion, just like your child, you tell them no. It's not going to serve you. There are other ways to make you a happier person, not this way. Because that way comes from extreme selfishness, so it doesn't help the person. Okay? I hope that explanation helps, because time is up and we need to go. All right, so thank you very much once again. If you do have more questions on my explanation, please write that in the comment section. Next week, just save your comments and leave it on your comment section next week, and I will answer them next week. So in the meantime, thank you very much for tuning in once again. And again, if you do have friends and family members whom you think will benefit from our meditation program, do encourage them to tune in. All right, so have a great week, and I'll see you next weekend. Take care.